Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. Hey, tractor dealership continues. This time we're heading nearby Capac. Capac was laid out in 1857 by a group of men from nearby Romeo, Michigan. The Grand Trunk Railroad opened a station in Capac in 1866, which helped spur local commerce and made it a key stop between Port Huron and Flint. Late 1800s accounts describes Capac as a bustling town with multiple stores, mills, grain markets, hotels, churches, and lodges, reflecting a growing self-sustaining community. And here we are at Ray and Ron Tosh Auctioneering on the west side of Capac off M21. They've got tractors for sale. They've got a great website. If you're ever looking for any parts for an old tractor restoring, you want to look them up online. Tosh. We're in the back 40. I mean, they've got a plot of land here. They're also farmers in this town, but they've got a plot of land of a bunch of, basically a boneyard back here. If anything you might want, tires, break an axle, anything. Like, check this out right here. We've got a case wheel loader, about the same size as the one that I'm using, maybe a little smaller. Tires are off it, engine's out of it. So take a look around. If there's a gleaner, if you're redoing something and you need a part, or you need shoot, say like this gleaner here, looks like it's got the door on it. Your door on your gleaner blows off and breaks, call these guys. I mean, anything. They've actually got a great online eBay store. I looked them up. Good website, but eBay store with a lot of things listed. I mean, look at that door. That's just, for instance, pulley. Someone took the glass out of this already. I mean, hey, it may have gotten broke, or maybe someone broke it and they bought this off them. You can buy a lot of different things off these old combines. They've got a row of John Deere's back here. John Deere boneyard. Another gleaner at Alice Chalmers. That's an N5 Series 3 corn picker. And that looks like a New Holland manure spreader flipped upside down. They've got some newer equipment up front we're going to check out on our way out of here, but I thought I'd give you a look at some of this older stuff. There's an Oliver combine, front glass in it. Does got a little break down here. Maybe you guys can try to get me the year on this. 525 Oliver. Now that's an older combine, I would say, wouldn't you think? But look how straight that iron is. You know, if you're ever restoring something like this, look at that shield. That's a John Deere 6600. That's a 6600. That looks to be a 6600. A lot of them wheels you could take off and put on a different tractor. A lot of them engines you could pull and put them in like a, one of them's in an 8400, but I know you could take them out and swap them out. Look at this, guys. Got a couple, like 3, 4 of these tractors in here. This is an old Alice Chalmers. But if a guy needed a fender, we're gonna have to figure out what these are. Yeah, there's 4 of them here. I don't know. They're painted yellow. Engines, the hoods are gone on all of them. Someone's probably already taken the hoods. Well, there might be a hood over here. Those might be cases. That looks like a, man, that thing's heavy. Ah! Man, that's when they made stuff back in the day. Yeah. Well, there's a hood to one of them, man. That's heavy duty steel. That ain't no chump tin. Shoot, now they make them out of plastic. Like, if you needed that, I'd probably say that for 50 bucks. Don't quote me on that, but this is like a tractor restoration guy's dream. Got a deer crawler. I think if you needed any of this stuff, I don't even know, can you get, if you needed a track, a big cylinder, shoot, anything. Look at that instrument cluster. Well, she's broke there, but that's in good shape. Look at that. Guys, I'm gonna barely scratch the surface of this place. It is so big. Ford Diesel 6000. I don't think I've ever seen one of these on the road, but look at this hood. Look at that. All the way around it. Maybe you guys leave me a comment. Tell me how old this is. If anybody's trying to restore one of these, look at that piece. All intact. She's been sitting out here a while, that moss. Look at starter. Well, maybe this isn't as old as I'm thinking, but wow, look at that. That's a cool old tractor. Hey, better yet, maybe you need the engine full of oil. Look at that. Moving along, we've got another nice hood. Got a cock chute. Not real familiar with these. No, that's where the battery goes. I was gonna say someone took the radiator, but 1250. Got the original seat, original steering, original dash. Another nice piece. Good fenders. Maybe you can leave me a comment. How old is this stuff? I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Someone's got the engine out of this. I don't know what it is, but weather check rubber, but good shape. There it is. International Harvester BN model. Well, we're moseying on through. Made it to the miniature dozer section. That looks like an old one. Darn near complete, but we've got some yeah, that's, I don't know what that is. Narrow front. Looks like it's just a setup with a cultivator. This might have caught fire. Look at how they painted that green. There it is, Oliver. Old Oliver, man. Yep, this might have caught fire. Yeah, look at them spoked wheels. Pretty cool. I don't know, 8450 Hayes International baler. I've seen better days. Got some good shields on. Anybody needs a shield for their baler, I gotta believe someone's still using a baler like that. What is that? International. Got a makeshift cab. Someone put a piece of plywood up here. Okay. Okay. Made it to the flail mower section. They've seen better days. And how old? Gotta be one of the first self-propelled hay mower windrower. That's bolted shut, but if you look, looks like someone took the rear axle. Someone needed that. That thing spins and weaves. Actually ran a brand new John Deere one of these when I was in Iowa, and I about got spun into a full circle, couldn't stop. It was touchy, but she still got the motor in it. Ford. I have to get up in the cab of this. Hey, some of these windows look good. These three. Wipe that off. All right, yeah. Look at that. Got the key. Oh, it wouldn't start. Tried to get it to start, wouldn't start. There's your throttle. Yeah, guys, give me an idea what year this baby is. She's seen better days, but she's a self-propelled windrower, Sperry, New Holland, Haybine, right there. Couple little corn pickers next to it. It's like someone took the end of that snout. These are probably New Idea corn pickers. Yeah, right here. That's the one we had. A lot of guys still pick corn. It's a good way to put up earlage and, well, not earlage, ear, and then you grind it. I'd have to say, a lot of people, these farmers, leave a comment if you're from this area. How many of you guys bought a lot of equipment from these guys? I'd have to say probably quite a few back in the day. It was said that Ray was pretty good acquaintances, friends with my grandfather. They both settled around the same time. 1960 or something like that. But I mean, this boneyard here, this whole plot, it's sitting on like, I'd say good 20 acres. They've got nice roads in here. You drive in here, if you see something you need, you grab it. Like over here, there's a couple fenders off of something, already detached on a little rack. You know, if you're fixing something up, this is a place to call. We're on our way out of the boneyard to get up to some newer equipment that I'm going to show you. And I spotted something pretty sweet. Olivert. Well, I don't know what that is. R-A-C-T-O, Raptors. Put these two together, Olivert Tractors. That is one long, massive sign. Go up there and say, hey, what do you gotta have for the Olivert Tractor signs? Will you split them up? I'll take the one that says Olivert T. How's that? You like Olivert Tractors? This sign, well, this one's got a little damaged here. Get a body guy to bump that one out. But yeah, this come off a dealership. Maybe it was here. Maybe this sign was hanging here. I know Olivert Tractors, man. We had a couple older ones. They were well-built stuff. We made our way up to the front, and there's some tractors over here, but I want to show you this line because it looks like some decent equipment. A couple hay tedders. Ours is a double full, but that's those will work for some haying, guys. Little disc here. Decent sized blades for the year. See, there's a new bolt there. Someone worked out. That's a new U-bolt. Well, no, it's not a U-bolt. It's just a bolt. Maxi Merge 2 planter. Anybody looking for a 6-row? Little chisel plow here. And a little hay fluffer. Never used one of these, but if you have, leave me a comment down below. Here's a disc chisel. Yeah, this is probably about the same size as ours, really. Yep, one side full. We've never had a half full like that, but I'm sure they work fine. 980 field cultivator. This is a smaller one. It's probably 20 foot. Ours was, oh, we had a 980. Still got it. Ours is, I think, 34 foot. John Deere 7000. We had a John Deere 7000 planter. Ours was 12-row. This looks to be a, yeah, this little 4-row. Small farmer or food plot or seed plot even. If you were, you know, you're planting, trying to do a test comparison, a lot of guys use them 4-rows. Maxi Merge planter. This one had some no-till coulters on it. Yeah, Rawson coulters, just like we got. See, it says that Rawson. Yeah, pretty much the same setup we got on our. It's a 7240. Never heard it since we switched to Kinsey. Someone's always looking for one of them Capacs. Look at the blades on this disc. Yeah, look at the blades on this. This hasn't been used much. That's tight. You know, they're real tight. Nice tandem. Newer bolts again, guys. People working on this stuff. It's a heck of a disc. Yell chopper, 2-row corn head on it. One of them cola munchers, 950. I had you guys comment. I told you my muck buddies use these, but you guys were saying you use that in some heavy clay. We've never had them much. Another smaller chopper, older one. Seen better days, but slap some oil in there, hook it up, see if she'll go. Hey, anybody looking for a backhoe bucket? Look at all them things. Different size scooping buckets. It's a place to be. And then we got a little, what is that? A little miniature. What's this? It's like a, yeah, miniature chopper. 717 Super. Like to get the year on this. This is an oldie, buddy. That's like a 4-foot head. She's an oldie. Yeah, this looks like a... That was your... that might be the metal alert. If it senses if metal's in there. And then here's an old rake. We got a like new John Deere 200 rolling, I think you call them rolling harrow, rolling baskets. This is kind of a smaller one. We got a 48 footer, but that's in good condition. Like to be able to put it in the barn, but someone might want to buy this. About to head over across the lot. Like I said, there's just a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna finish with that newer stuff that they've got online. New idea. A lot of horse people looking for little spreaders like this. They don't use them much, clean out their barn. The whole new idea. Yeah, another cold day in Michigan. Cold spell came in. But show must go on. We milking cows here shortly. Just thought I'd run over here and check out some iron over at Tosh's. I'm gonna start with this 1586. Well, actually, you've got the same exact drill, except that's probably 15 foot. Ours is 20. This looks to be in pretty darn good shape, but I'll tell you, they got straps on there. I'm not gonna take it off, but our 20 footer is just a pain in the butt to get down the road. I think I whacked a guardrail last time I was coming back from North Branch. We planted that to wheat. It's nice when you're in the field, but when you're trying to transport something 20 foot, it's just not feasible. Accelerator XT 8010 VT vertical tillage tool, I'm assuming. That's a nice one, but we're gonna move on to something more rest you guys might appreciate. 1586 International. This was, if you're an IH guy, this was the tractor from what I hear. And this thing looks to be in excellent condition. Moving on, we got turf tires on this. Maybe a guy used to mow his grass with it, but 520 loader, what is it, a 5200? Okay, yeah, this was probably mid 90s, 95 maybe. Looks to be in excellent condition. I mean, see, guys got these loaders. They get a little close, they mess their grill up. But whoever had that, he might have waxed that at one time. Got a newer little cab New Holland. This right here, this is about every homeowner's dream. If you're not a farmer, you got about 5-10 acres. You get in there on a day like this, about 5 degrees out, turn that thing on, turn the heat up, right around, start pushing stuff, uprooting stuff. Here's a similar size. This looks a little smaller, 3320 with the loader. Same deal. Get in here. Yeah, they got this thing all arm rolled out, looking good. This is a nice tractor. And they got the key. Let's see what do we got for hours on this thing. So they gonna tell me? 968 hours. This thing's like new. 968 hours. That's nothing on a tractor. Yeah, that's a newer one. It's got that new emblem. Hey, if you're a homeowner and you want to splurge, take this thing home. Bobcat with tracks. Don't know a lot about tracks. Hey, I did mention to you guys about these doors and how you can't get them open if the boom's not in the right spot. This is the same way. A guy did say, hey, Kubota, you can get out with the boom at any angle. And there's got a little bit of Kubota skid steer debate, but another guy said, yeah, I got stuck in one time. It died, and the boom was up. I couldn't get out for 3 hours, and it was sub-zero temperature. Yikes. Same one we've got. We've got a 310 GE or something. Again, this thing looks like it sat outside a lot. Turbo 4x4, a little Kubota. My buddy's got a Kubota dealer down in Dryden, Michigan. We used to hang out with them 15 years ago and raise some heck, me and Lance. Leave me a comment down below if you'd like to go see a Kubota dealership. I think we should do it because they've got a whole bunch of other stuff beyond just Kubotas. They sell new Kubotas, but they've got a lineup of, they've been in the business for years. So leave me a comment if you want me to head down to Dryden. That's nice backhoe. Look at this. 4610 Ford. New paint. I used to work for Austin Stroman back in the day. If you guys are local, you'll know. He had one like this. I used to rake hay with. Look how long, look how long wheelbase on this thing. Curious what they want for this, because this is one of them tractors that you could unload. I mean, they got this thing all painted. This is nice. Oh yeah, that's real nice. You know, pull silage wagons with this. Do a bunch of stuff with it. Case 8930. Don't know anything about these tractors. Look at them inside rubber. Outside rubber is good, but inside is even better. What is that? One remote. Yeah, there's 3 remotes. Got the big shaft on it, but they got an adapter on it, bringing it down. Look at the size of that drawbar. Heavy duty, man. Let me comment, you guys ever use one of these? 8930 Case IH. Looks like a honk of a tractor. Probably could use some front weights. Front weights are missing. Anytime you got a big 2-wheeler, it's always nice to weight that front end down. But Magnum, it says Magnum right on it. Wow, heavy duty. 8-bolt. Now that's 8-bolt too. We got a 4555 John Deere, more my style. Rock bucket, no weights. This thing needs some weights on it too. This is probably the same. This might be like a 1980. Correct me if I'm wrong. We never had one. Maybe Dad can correct me. I don't remember having one of these. But man, look at the grill on this thing. Injection pump looks factory, but I mean, look how clean that is. Not a speck of fuel, not a speck of anything. Excellent inside tires. Outsides are a little weather check, but they're good too. 3 remotes on this too. That's a nice tractor. Real nice tractor. Be a good planting tractor for somebody. Look how fat that front tire is. Same as that, but I'll tell you what, guys. This stuff's a lot cheaper than new. And you don't have to worry about putting def in it. And you can fix and you can work on them. It's a lot easier to manage older equipment. You see what I use for that mixing tractor. And them other tractors we have, them old John Deeres are just hard to beat. But guys, I could spend hours here. But now they do online auctioning. And they got a big auction going on every year in April. I think it's up by Marlette. Tosh. So check them out online. Tosh. What is it? Tosh Equipment Sales, new and used equipment, Capac, Michigan. So if you're looking for, you've seen the boneyard. A lot of stuff out there. I could spend a couple days here, but we got to get ready to go milk. So on that note, take care. The dealership tour continues. See you in the next one. God bless.